Hi everyone, welcome back to the 𝘎𝑐𝑡 YouTube channel, and for this video I am going to share with you my Filofax mini collection of mini Filofaxes. And the reason why I created this video is because I am about to leave and go on a vacation to the Philippines, and I thought that I am going to need a Filofax with me, and I do not want to bring my bigger Filofaxes, so I opted for the mini, and I am going to share with you this mini week on one page 2026 diary refill. So without further ado, let's get started. I have always been a planner girl since I am very young, even at the age of 6, 7 if I'm not mistaken. And then on my teenage years, I have a collection of the 𝘍𝑐𝑡 planners. Then those were beautiful planners that are made in the Philippines. And then here in Sweden, I saw a Filofax on one of the thrift stores. I have known about Filofax for so long now because it had been around for about 100 years. But it's only on 2025 that I started to be a Filofaxer, or rather, I got into collecting them and appreciating the different types of leather of Filofax, especially those that are already discontinued or even the vintage ones. I have here 6 of my mini Filofax organizers slash planners slash wallet, and I am going to share it with you one by one. But first, I am going to show you this Filofax week on one page 2026 diary refill, and it's in English on the classic theme, wherein it's just like the white paper, because there's other types of paper or other themes, like there's luxury, a little bit more of like a cream or beige paper, then there's just a lot more. So this is how it looks, and it says that it has 40 sheets of 67mm by 105mm, or 2.6 inches by 4.1 inches. And the paper is 80 GSM, and it's fountain pen friendly. That's really good because I am a fountain pen collector also. And those are the differences on the Filofax paper. So the mini sizes have 5 rings that are very close together. The pocket has 6. Personal has 6 rings also, but as you see, there's a gap in the middle, and then same as the A5, but of course it's bigger. And then the A4 is about 4 rings in there, and so many layouts also for the planner. And let's open this one. I opted for the week on one page, wherein that means that it has an entire week from Monday to Sunday on one page, because I do not want so many paper on my planner. I wanted it lightweight. So that is how it looks. And then it starts with this page, wherein it's the 2026 calendar. At the back is 2027 calendar. Then we also have here personal information page, and then it goes on with notable dates 2026, like that. Religious festivals for 2026 is here, all in English. National information 2026, so the country, the currency, and then some, like, there's a column for the months in there. Continuing the national information, because there's so many countries in the world, right? So that's just what's that about. Then there's this notes part here. Well, one for the back of the last national page, and then goes on here. And then it starts with the 1 week per page. So it's from the last days of December, because the first week or the first days of January is there also. So like from Monday to Sunday. And then I like that it has a small calendar here also. Then it also shows you which week it is, which is very important for us here in Sweden. Sometimes they even tell you, oh, I am going on vacation on week 37, something like that. So then that is very helpful. Then it's just go on like that. Let me just see up to where. So on every day that's important, of course, they have there some things like this one. On June 8th will be King's birthday of Australia and stuff like that. Oh, and Armed Forces Day in the UK. So it's like worldwide the important celebrations or holidays were in there, I guess. And then, of course, it ends with the December 2026 to 2027, wherein the last days of December are here, and then starts with the first 3 days of January 2027. All right. Then after that, we just have a few pages of these notes that are blank. That's nice to have. And then, of course, the very last page is the one that I showed you earlier, wherein it shows the paper size and the paper layouts. All right. I am going to put that on this Filofax. I am actually not certain if I'm going to bring this one because it's the smallest and the slimmest of my Filofax mini collection. Or this one here, the Balmoral in red. I am not so sure, but this is the first ever Filofax Mini that I got. I had it secondhand, bought it on a marketplace, and it was from the 1980s even. It doesn't even have that Filofax in here, and all of them usually have that one because it's like a very older version. And the rings of this one is so slim, and it only has that F in there as compared to the new rings that has Filofax written on the rings. This is something that I made on Canva. I wasn't able to have a clear print of it, so I guess I'm going to try to reprint it. So I have this clear page over here already, just January there. And then I did something like this, like the top priorities, to-do list, and the reminder. I did that. I designed that on Canva. That's the one for February with some cute stuff. And then, yeah, about the same thing in there, but just February love theme. Then this is March because it feels like more spring. And I should print the rest of the months. So, yeah, I'm going to update that. And, of course, there is a Filofax ruler here. This already comes in this palette when I got it secondhand. And I love that it has the world map printed in 1998, it says there. So maybe not the most updated one, but yeah, nice to see. And then there's even a map of Sweden, or the Nordic, was it? Because I see Norge in there, which is Norway. Sverige is Sweden. Let's see. Oh, it's just like, of course, just Sweden in there, and then a little bit of Norway, and Denmark over here. Okay, so this is Swedish map. And yeah, there you go. A little bit of Finland here at the back. And then, yeah, these are in Swedish. Metric system, metric conversion, sizes conversion. Oh, that's nice. And then the 2026 calendar that I made, and another clear one here. I just made this one from a laminating sheet, and then laminated it and then cut it this size. All right, and then here is a Filofax clear plastic, wherein you can put like whatever you wanted in there, stickers or receipts or whatnot. So I just have that one there, and then I made this one also from Canva. So that is that one, and this is called the Filofax Ascot, a really old and vintage one. They don't make Ascots anymore, but it's very popular for Filofax collectors because it's a really nice leather. And I also love the fact that it is like a wallet. You can really put paper bills in here, and it has 1, 2, 3 card slots, another pocket there, and another one right here. So it really serves as a wallet. That's why I'm thinking maybe I should bring this one. Maybe I can put this in here. I think I'm going to remove this because I even printed it on a quite thick paper, and I should print it on a thinner paper instead, so it's not too heavy and it's not too bulky. I think I'm going to remove this part, the religious festivals and the national information 2026, because I don't think that is very much needed. At least I have the calendar, because that I wanted to have. The less bulkier it is, the better for me. So that is how it looks so far, and then I'm gonna reprint this ones that I made, and yeah, perhaps I can show you how it looks like on another video afterwards. But yeah, that is how it looks so far. And then I am going to show you the other Filofax minis that I have here. All of these Filofax minis, I got them pre-loved, and either from Vinted, from Facebook Marketplace, or secondhand stores here in Sweden. This one is another navy in color. That's also a navy, but more a deeper navy for the Ascot, and this is called the Filofax Mini Piccadilly in real leather. And it goes like that with some grains in here. Very simple, and very similar for the button over here. Just this is darker. And then there's a pen loop. Oh, I forgot to mention that there is also a pen loop for this one, and the rings are about the same. Very small rings, or the smallest rings that Filofax ever created. And then this one has 3 card slots, 1 vertical pocket, and another one here, which is just half the size of this one. And this is how it came. So this is the paper that I was telling you, the beige paper, which they call like luxury. And this one has like an address book type of paper here, and the dividers are for address book also, because that's how it is. Well, that's how the Filofaxes are used before, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And well, they don't have cell phones yet, or yeah, so that's why it's nice to put their contacts in here. So yeah. This is also in Swedish, so 𝘎𝑇𝑶 is our 911 or our emergency hotline. Yeah, that's so cool to have this one. As you see, it's unused yet, or rather I just kept this one right here, but then I keep on changing the planners that I usually use. It does not have that, I am not so sure what it's called, like the one that opens over here so you can put paper bills. It doesn't have that pocket, but it's still a nice one. But as you see, the Filofax Ascot is shorter and still slimmer, more compact than this one, the Filofax Piccadilly. That's the 2 Filofaxes I have. Another one that I have here from the secondhand market is this pretty Filofax. I am not so sure about what is the listed color name for this one. I tried to look for it, but I didn't find. And also have like a snap closure, a wider pen holder here, and then this is called the Filofax Mini Portobello in Italian leather. 3 card slots also, same with the vertical one here, but this time it doesn't have a vertical pocket, but it has a zipped pocket instead. So that's good if you're using this as a wallet, and you can put coins in there or whatnot. And then it also has that one, this time the one that you can put the paper bills area in there. And this is a little bit of like a wider Filofax. That's why I was able to put this one. It's from like a scrapbook notepad that I got, and I was like, let me try to put it here because it's so cute. So then I put it there. And then of course it also comes with the dividers that are alphabetical in there, because it's used for address book before. As you see, addresses in there. Oh yeah, this one is in English instead. So that's what's in there, and that's the difference between the 3. And then one of my ultimate favorites. Oh my gosh, I feel so lucky every time I see a Balmoral. I have 3 Balmorals now. The first Balmoral that I have is a personal one, same color in red. And then I have another one, I forgot the color name of it, but it's like about beige color in a pocket size. So I have a mini, a pocket size, and a personal size. This is how it looks on the side. Very pretty. This is such a sturdy planner organizer. A really nice wallet. It has a pen loop also. This type of leather is so sturdy. It's so thick. It's so strong. I love it. So this one only has this. I am not so sure what it comes with in the beginning. Maybe I just moved it, but yeah. And then it says here Filofax Mini Balmoral in Italian leather. Very beautiful Italian leather. 1, 2, 3 card slots, a slit vertical pocket right there, and of course here there's no pocket anymore because there is a snapped pocket instead, like this. Really nice. So you can put coins too, and you can also put paper bills. So cool. So I'm really torn if I'm going to bring this one, my Balmoral, or my Ascot instead, because the Ascot is just so slim. It's just so slim, and it's just so easy to put on any of my bags. But I was like, oh, I love that. I love the material of the Balmoral Italian leather, and I also love the color of it. So I am so torn. Let me know which one I should bring, or which one would you bring if you have to choose one from these. But yeah, so that is the Balmoral. And then the Filofax that I got for the lowest price is this one. It's very vintage, and as you see, it's mist-worn, but nonetheless, it's such a nice find. And it's a black Filofax Mini Kensington. It's very sought after in the Filofax community because it's real leather and it is really nice also. It reminds me of a little bit similar on like the weight, but yeah, different leather, different finish, and then similar rings also. And as you see, the dividers are still for address book because that's maybe how they really used it before. 3 card slots, 1 vertical pocket, another vertical pocket, plus a zipped part right here for coins. Really cool. And then a part where you can put your bills, paper bills in there. Really nice wallet, and I'm 100% sure that the previous person who owned this used this as a wallet. That's that. And last but definitely not the least, something that when I saw it, I was like, I snagged that right away because my first ever Filofax is this design in personal size. So very nostalgic for me. And it is very different because it has a zip part right here and a front pocket over here. That's how it looks on the spine. And then when you open it like this, it has a pen loop, pen holder, a slit pocket right there, smaller rings about the same as everything else. I think only the 𝑘𝙗𝑎 has a bigger ring. Yeah, everyone else has smaller rings. And then it's the Filofax Mini Lyndhurst in deluxe leather. 3 card slots, another slit pocket there, but there's no place for you to put your paper bill, but still very nice one. And I love that it has a zipper, so it's quite unique from all of my other Filofax minis. And even though it is a more smoother leather, the outer part is so sturdy. I am not so sure because I've seen on the Filofax community that really the inside part is peeling off like this, and some even peeled it off, but nonetheless, it doesn't really bother me. It's a pre-loved one, so for sure, the first person have used this quite a lot, and I could understand that because it's such a really nice Filofax. And that is all of them, all of my Filofax Mini as of March 2025, because sometimes if I see a nice one, then I buy them, and especially if they are on the colors that I like, which is mostly reds now. I do not have any of the earth tones like browns at the moment, but then hopefully I'll find that so soon. And let me know on the comment section which one would you be bringing if you are the one who will be carrying a Filofax Mini Organizer. But at the moment, I am still leaning towards this Ascot or the vintage one, but my heart still also wants me to use the Balmoral. I have a lot more Filofax planners in my collection, so let me know which one you wanted to see. And thanks so much for joining me on this video, and then we'll see you on the next one.